Hi, this is Doug Upstone, and I'm back and anxious to hear about what baseball expert Ross Benjamin has to say about the National League Central. Good day, Ross, and let's delve right into this division and let our viewers know what you think is going to happen during the course of 2015 in the NL Central.
Always a pleasure to speak to you about baseball, Doug, and pleasure to speak to you in general. Yeah, I mean, you look at this division, the St. Louis Cardinals, tough to go against right now. Again, I hate going with the favorite, but plus 125, they're not going to get my money. But when it comes down to it, they're the best team in the division, the way I see it on paper right now. Very little change to their lineup. As a matter of fact, they added Jason Hayward, who really, you can make the argument, Doug, he's never really reached his full potential, as he was highly touted coming up through the system in Atlanta. But a change of scenery might do him good. They added some depth with Mark Reynolds, who strikes out more than a nerd at a South Beach bar. And but he does possess that power. 224 career home runs in his 8-year career. Love the starting rotation with Adam Wainwright, Lance Lynn, John Lackey, Michael Waka, and Carlos Martinez. And they surely have a very good closer with Trevor Rosenthal, who, if any indication, last year, 45 saves. This guy has one heck of a future.
No question about it, Ross, and I agree with you. I think the Cardinals are certainly the choice. Now, the two teams that are getting a lot of, let's just say, talk in general, one is the Chicago Cubs, and then everybody wants to know if the Pirates could continue the path that they've on and maybe sneak up and win the division.
Well, you know, the Cubs, we discussed this before on one of our past videos. It's not that I don't like the Cubs, Doug. It's the fact that I think they're overvalued at plus 250, and the hype that they're receiving, I don't think is justified. I still see holes in this lineup. I think their starting rotation has the potential to be very good. I don't like their bullpen. I don't think they have enough quality depth. And in my opinion, they're overvalued at plus 250. The Pittsburgh Pirates, I mean, I like their lineup. It's virtually the same with the exception of Russell Martin. You plug in Francisco Cervelli, a little bit of a drop-off there. My question with the Pirates, Doug, and I'd be curious to hear your thoughts, is their starting rotation. I like Garrett Cole. I think he's got a bright future, but I'm not sold on Francisco Liriano, who's an injury waiting to happen, and 38-year-old A.J. Burnett at the top of the rotation.
Yeah, you know, to your point, you know, I actually like Pittsburgh, and I agree that I think they're definitely the second best team in the division. You know, that they're pitching, this has been an ongoing story for a couple of years with Pittsburgh, and I don't think it's going to be a problem. I mean, I think Clint Hurdle's a good manager, better than I actually thought. I think he knows how to handle a pitching staff really well. As far as the Cubs go, I went and saw the Cubs. I'll make this real quick. I saw what the Cubs fans have used to sing. Edwin Jackson was pitching, and Edwin Jackson is about the only guy in baseball you can guarantee that's going to have double-digit losses. So there was an error on one of his plays. He gets a ground ball, should have been a double play. He throws it 10 feet short, goes into center field, 2 runners on. He doesn't concentrate. Next ball's in the outfield over the fence. Ross is 3-0. So there's your typical Cubs moment, you know, as to what goes on. And so they have to do something, you know, in order to change it. Now, what do you think about Milwaukee?
Out of all the other 4 teams besides St. Louis, I know you're going to disagree with me on this, and I know a lot of the viewers are going to shake their head and say, Ross, what are you on? But I think based on true value, just betting value itself, at plus 1,200, I really like the Brewers. I do. I like their lineup. The question mark I have is them staying healthy. I mean, Ryan Braun, can he stay healthy for 162 games? Carlos Gomez at the top of the order, can he stay healthy for 162 games? And the big question mark, of course, is their starting pitching. Okay, I mean, they're average at best. And then their bullpen, the back end of their bullpen, pretty good with Francisco Rodriguez and Jonathan Braxton. But, you know, you got to have the lead going in the 9th or the 8th for that to be effective.
Exactly, exactly. Now, Cincinnati, I think we both agree, you know, definitely in a downward trend, and Johnny Cueto might be on his way out if they get off to a rotten start. So I think Cincinnati is probably a team that everybody should look to pass on. You agree with that?
I agree 100%, and there's no sense even beating a dead horse on that.
There we go. Well, once again, Ross Benjamin, folks, hits it out of the park. And thanks again, Ross, for sharing all your baseball insights, and look forward to follow your plays here at Sportsbook Review during the year and to see what goes on. And let's all take a listen as to what Ross has said, and let's make some cash on it.